Motorola's Edge series has a bunch of phones in its lineup, and Motorola tends to usually launch them one after the other. This year, with their new Edge 60 lineup, they've chosen to start with this, the Edge 60 Fusion. And like the one last year, this too looks to be a very interesting phone. Hey guys, my name's Ash, you're watching C4E Tech, and today I'm going to walk you through everything Motorola's latest mid-ranger has to offer. Let's get started. Before we begin, a quick disclaimer, I am working with Motorola on this one. That said, the views are my own, neither the script nor the video has been shared beforehand with the brand. Just consider this a showcase of what this phone has to offer and not a full review. Now, one of the best things about the Edge 60 Fusion, it's the comfort factor. This is one of the most comfortable phones I've used in a while. We've got a vegan leather back that helps with the grip. The back and the display, they both curve inwards. At just 8.3mm, the phone feels very sleek when you hold it. Now despite that, the Edge 60 Fusion, it still packs in a high capacity battery. Also, the substantial curve here, it makes it easy to reach that other edge. Now this isn't something you can do with most phones these days. The width, it's not really working against you ergonomically. Do note that the sides are plastic, but this phone has MIL 810H military standard certification as well as an IP68, IP69 rating for protection against the elements. On top of that, Motorola now has a newer version of their Smart Water Touch version 3.0. It lets you use the phone even when the screen's wet, type passwords and whatnot. It's almost business as usual even when the display is wet. I also like the fact that the display, it curves at the top and bottom too. While it's not as steep a curve as the one to the sides, it's still something you appreciate when swiping up or pulling down the notification bar. It just makes the gesture feel very natural. Now the display itself, it's still 6.7 inches, it's still POLED, it's still covered by Gorilla Glass 7i this time. So at first glance, everything feels familiar. But Motorola have made changes. They've dropped the refresh down to 120Hz, but they've also upped the resolution to 1.5K, which I feel is more than a fair trade-off. And this is a high quality panel, the colors are pretty natural, it's also very easy to use outdoors. In my testing, it output well above their claim of 1400 nits with HBM, and for HDR it can go up to a whopping 4500 nits, best in segment. Now if you think about it, an increase in resolution more often than not comes with an increase in battery drain. Now to counter that, Motorola has done a couple of things. First, the battery capacity has been increased. It's now 5500 mAh. It still has the same 68 watt charger in the box. So a quick 15-minute charge gets you to 50% and it takes about 45 minutes to get to 100. Number two, they've gone with a very efficient SoC in MediaTek's 4nm Dimensity 7400. This is a decent upgrade over the 7S Gen 2 we got last year. And while the RAM storage is LPDDR4X and UFS 2.2, the base is now 8 to 56, which is a welcome addition. Motorola, they've also provided a vapor chamber this time, so the Edge 60 Fusion runs cool, and while it's not a gaming phone by any standards, if you were to game on it, it should run what it can without getting toasty. With regular day-to-day use, Motorola has managed to make this phone feel like it's a more expensive phone. There's very few pre-installed apps and even they are uninstallable. What we are getting here is Hello UI built atop Android 15. Motorola promises 3 years of Android version updates along with 4 years of security updates. And this time, they've also increased their focus on Moto AI. A quick double press of the power button by default brings you to this. From here, you can have AI summarize your notifications, take quick notes, or save a screenshot or photo, which you can later access from your app drawer by swiping to the side. We still get Style Sync to generate wallpapers based on any picture you take, and there's text-to-image generative AI capabilities. Do note that these do need the cloud and aren't being processed on the device, understandable given the price segment. And finally, Motorola is also using AI to enhance the camera capabilities. What we get here is a dual camera setup. The secondary is a 13 megapixel ultra-wide. This has autofocus and can double up for macros. The primary, it's a 50 megapixel Sony sensor, the Letia Lite 700C, the same sensor we got last year. But Motorola claim with AI, they've managed to improve the image quality. There's also an ambient sensor to improve color accuracy and clarity. In my limited time with this phone so far, the images have been good. There is a good amount of detail, the textures are quite noticeable, and the dynamic range, it's pretty good for the segment. Even under low light, the noise levels, they seemed quite low. 4K video recording thankfully is available via both sensors, and the footage seemed detailed and stable. Motorola's AI adaptive stabilization seems to work just fine. It's not just that, even the 32 megapixel selfie camera allows for 4K video recording, and the selfies themselves turned out good with accurate skin tones and proper edge detection for portraits. Now the Edge 60 Fusion starts at 22,999, the same price the Edge 50 Fusion launched at last year, and just like with that phone, you get about 2,000 rupees worth of bank offers, which drives the effective price down to 20,999. Now last year's Edge 50 Fusion was a very popular phone, and given its successor costs the same, preserves the same design language, keeps that sleekness, but also happens to offer a larger battery, a better processor with improved cooling, a higher resolution display, and even double the base storage, it feels like a very interesting mid-ranger. So those are my thoughts. What do you think about the Edge 60 Fusion? Let me know in the comments below, and thanks for watching. Ash out.